So you want to know how to make Beryl this strong. Ignore my HP, all right? This is a recommended level 75 fight. Not bad, but just in case you thought we were done, let's just throw some random cards out here. Do a little vulnerable, do a little shield for no reason. Don't even need it. And I'm not even going to attack, normally anyway. Let's just have Beryl do her... And just to confirm, this is a recommended level 75. Let us escape, because I have cleared this before, don't worry about it. It is level 10 of the Dimensional Twilight, recommended level 75. So, yeah, Beryl is kind of insane. Let's actually go over Beryl and this build specifically. This is probably a high roll of this style of build. I've already done a video kind of talking about a little bit, but I want to do a dedicated video because last time it was kind of about a boss, kind of about Beryl. This is going to be straight about Beryl. So first, just to kind of go over what Beryl does, all right? In case you don't know her at all, we'll just spend a minute on that, then we'll get into the build specifically, and I will show you exactly how it works, probably on an easier fight, just so I could show it without embarrassing myself. Her main mechanic is she has 3 bad cards. Whatever, you know, it's fine. But she has retain mechanic. So all of her unique cards, and I guess her epiphany cards, are very, very good, including opening found. So this retains. After it retains, it gets twice as strong. So it's basically as strong as a 1-cost card, but it becomes basically as strong as a 2-cost card if you just hold it for a turn. That's pretty good. Charge shot always costs 2, but it gets 80% stronger, and this will keep getting stronger and stronger and stronger over the course of combat. Guilty Pleasure exhausts, but it draws 3 for 0. Absolutely a great card with great epiphanies. Unlimited Firepower, 120% shield is already pretty reasonable baseline, but also the plus 80% damage will stack if you just keep retaining your cards, that's like, I saw this comment today. It was like, rumor has, or the story goes, Beryl is still retaining her cards for the ultimate attack. It's like, that's so fucking true. But this will keep stacking. You use Unlimited Firepower every time it comes up. The next attack gets 80% stronger, 80% stronger, 80% stronger. Then Heavy Weapon Specialist puts either an opening found or a charge shot into your hand, makes it cost 1 less. These are all good. She does great damage, and she mechanically works well with the game. But what we're talking about is a specific build, and that is Opening Found Epiphany, Opening Found Upgrade. The fact that this upgrade is so strong, and this build that I'm about to show you is 100% built around this, and built around making it as consistent as possible, which is still not perfectly consistent, but you can go, it's very consistent, but it's possible to have one turn where you're not online, basically. But basically it's an upgrade for 1. When one of your own cards is retained, a 150% extra attack to random enemies, right? Again, I've already done a video on this before, but that is what we're building around, and I've got a better build. I've honed it, and it's better. Not only because I now have 3 opening founds in the deck. That is big. That will let you go off. You might be able to get 4 or 5. I don't know how many you can get, but I did get the option to get 3. So I got this relatively early on. I would love to get rid. This isn't a perfect deck, but it's very close. The charge launcher I would like not there. But our goal is to get all 3 of these online as fast as possible. And that is it. Then, I mean, that's not it, but that's step 1. Step 2, draw charge shot, draw charge shot, draw Heavy Weapon Specialist as frequently as possible, and just keep using it again and again to get as many retain cards in your hand. And then once you have all 3 of these up, for every charge shot you just have in your hand, you will do 450% damage over 3 hits. You'll do 3 individual hits for each one of these in your hand. So it stacks, it's crazy powerful. I even have the 30% extra attack damage here, which is what she is doing. These are extra attacks. Very strong. So this is the core of the deck. All of her cards are pretty good. Like I said, everything synergizes pretty well, right? You want charge shots, and you wouldn't mind having more opening founds because you just care about retain cards. This will add more retain cards to your hand for 0. This is a defensive card. It's totally optional. If you can get rid of it, you can, because it doesn't actually, you're not actually using your cards to attack, you're just holding them. But it is still a good card because you will be able to convert to instant damage, and it could be good there. And then Guilty Pleasure, get 30 of these if you can. It's like one of the best cards in the game. These 3 do nothing, but they're basics. What do you expect, right? So this is really important. Let's talk about her teammates first. You know what? That's not good. Let's talk about her partner first, because her partner is incredibly important to this strategy. I mean, vital for consistency. You could just get lucky, noob. But we are using Rosaria, financial support level 5. The assigned combatant's extra attack damage is increased by 20%. She's doing pretty much only extra attack damage. Cool. When the assigned combatant uses an upgrade or skill card, which we're doing a lot, 50% chance to gain morale for a turn. That's awesome, Platt. That's awesome. But that shit doesn't matter at all. We don't care about any of that. That could be a blank box and we would still use this, because security team requesting support. I think this is a bad translation, but draw 1 enhanced card. An enhanced card, what I originally thought, was a card that had an epiphany on it. So it would look through your whole deck, find any card with an epiphany, and it would draw it. No. What an enhanced card is a upgrade. This right here, this is an enhanced card. It's not an enhanced card, it's an enhancing card. It's a card that enhances your character. So this, if you have no other upgrades in the deck, this for 2 energy on turn 1 is guaranteed to draw 1. Guaranteed. So you have a roughly a 50-50 chance of getting this, because you have 3 ego skills, and this is one of the 6 that you're probably going to have. But I'd recommend not running ego skill, not running partners on all your characters. That's how powerful this build is, honestly. But maybe even run multiple of these if you can. If you run another ranger, that could be good too, to double up on that. But this is good. This is going to make it very, very consistent. But what this also means is that the partners you want to bring are limited. And like a perfect example of a character that would be good, but you don't want to bring, in my opinion, is Veronica. This is, I promise I'm not going to go over each person you don't want to bring, but I want to give one example of someone you don't want to bring. Because look at Veronica. This starts in your hand, but then you have upgrade, and then it's not uncommon for your save data, even if you try to remove them, you're going to end up with like multiple upgrades in your deck. So this is going to greatly decrease the consistency of actually drawing the upgrade you want. A perfect character, absolutely perfect, is Nia, because Nia, she doesn't have any upgrades at all, and she has so much card filtering. I have a very subpar Nia deck. Like, this is good, but this is not like unbelievable. She could get even better. And the best gear in the game, Fragment of the Empty Void. At the start of battle, discard up to 3 cards, draw equal to that number. This makes it, between having Nia, having this partner, and having this equipment, you are so much more consistent than just hoping to draw it in the first 3 turns. In fact, I'm going to go as far as to say is that this partner alone existing might be good enough to make Hugo's because one of the issues with Hugo is this dumbass card always loses Outbreak of War, but they are still upgrades. So there is a chance that that is so good, that this card is so good that you might be able to actually take something that isn't the Outbreak of War. I'm just saying that is not what this video is about, but I think if you're using Hugo, you might want to use that partner just to guarantee you draw that. So that is a alt-tabbed. That Nia is a perfect character. I would say Cassius is also a perfect character. It depends. You would want to have a version where this has this has the Outbreak of War, so you're guaranteed to not have it in the deck, or just remove it. You don't want, but draw is good. If you have anyone to draw without upgrades, it is huge. Now in the version we're gonna see, I'm using Owen. It literally doesn't matter. The reason I'm using Owen is because he doesn't have any upgrades and he applies AoE vulnerable. He doesn't here, but a lot of his upgrades does, like mine will have vulnerable here, vulnerable. In fact, 4 of his 8 cards are vulnerable. AoE vulnerable, AoE vulnerable, vulnerable single target, AoE vulnerable, right? So that's why I'm using Owen, and I don't even have a partner on him, specifically because I want to increase my consistency for the sake of the video. This is such a powerful build, and we're going to show you exactly how it works. I mean, I just, you know, I opened with the level 75 thing. As far as like, so this is the kind of save data you're looking for, right? Get as many as the opening founds as possible, then get as many heavy weapon specialists as you can, then get as many charge shots as you can. I mean, honestly, 1 or 2 is probably enough because you could generate more with the heavy weapon specialist and get all the guilty pleasures. I would not take the activate the retain effect of all cards in hand. I was testing to see if this would trigger opening found. It does not. Just get the draw 3 exhaust. Not only does it draw 3, but it basically gets a 4th card out of your deck because it exhausts itself. And this deck is not about consistently drawing a lot of cards. It's about getting it online ASAP and then just sitting still, baby. That is the build. As for like memory fragments, I mean, I'm just using a lot of attack, right? These are like semi-broken sets, two sets, and then a broken set. It just literally attack, justice damage, attack, and then these are literally rando just to get the 12% attack, 25% crit damage. And this one is just the only gold one I had at the time, so I leveled it up to 5. And it actually got 9.4% crit damage, so that is pretty good. Her crit chance isn't crazy high, but it is still good. Now, my barrel is maxed, but none of these do a damn thing besides even number 2 to only number 1. The heavy weapon specialist going from 1 to 0 is pretty helpful for this build. So as long as you have a barrel awakening 1 or whatever ego manifested 1, that's all you need. These are all if you're going to attack with her. None of these are actually make her sit still, build stronger. But when you do eventually stop sitting still, potentially, and you convert 3 of these shots into instant damage, you go bop, 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 then you're going to have a good time. It will help to have her at a higher level at that point. So let's go ahead and take her in. This, I'm telling you, this build is crazy. It's crazy. And I promise, when you see it here, you're going to think, damn, Platt, that's crazy. Let's just go to something level 60. This guy's perfect. This guy's perfect because we get to go straight. This build is extra good at these style of fights too, because when the second round starts, look at this. No, level 30, level 50, no partner. It's just Beryl, baby. It's Brittany, bitch. She's extra good in this fight. In this mode, she is extra good. I have gotten 30 out of 30 on 1. In fact, before we even jump in here, let me just quickly show you that, and we'll come back to level 7 after that. But you can see here, I am at 27 out of 30 on the right one, which is like the harder one, and I'm at 30 out of 30 on the left one. So I've almost cleared all of this content already, and Beryl has been used in every single fight. Why is she so good in this mode? And for clearing this mode, a couple things. One, because this build is so strong, but it does have a consistency issue. If she's your first team, you could just reset the fight. If you get a really, really bad opening, there's no penalty to just restarting the fight right then. Now, we did get 1. We'll discard these 3 to draw 3 new ones. But also, when you carry over to the second fight, the fight doesn't actually start over. So we're going to take this. We're going to use it. We're going to use the Curiosity first because we want to have 2 in the deck to increase our odds. We found opening found, round 1, right there. And we're going to use this to draw. Now we have 3 opening founds the first turn of combat. 3 opening founds, first turn of combat, and we have a charge shot in our hand. We can't play that because he screwed us up, but watch this. Turn 1. Turn 1. Now our goal is to get more of these. I don't even think we need to, well, let's take a look here. We have a lot of potential draws. This is good, this is good, this is good. We will risk this. It discards 2 cards. We'll take a look at what we discarded here. We discarded nothing we care about. So now we get to use this. And again, like, we could use this to actually kill shit if we want. I mean, I guess I will kill this guy just for the shits and gigs. But we don't have to. I have the energy, and you want to build ego points again, you can. But watch this. I mean, and this is like a relatively fast start, but not crazy. And we haven't even done the vulnerable yet, so let's go ahead and keep going really quick. That had nothing in there. I knew that. I knew that. Did you know that? We don't want to discard a card. This card's a trap. But there we go. Now we're going to do 9 hits. Watch this. 1,000 damage. That was, you know. And now this is where it's really good. We get to go into this fight fully sauced up. We're fully sauced. That's Nia. Don't pay attention. That's just Nia doing Nia's thing. So now we can Gale Strike. We don't need to. We don't need to. Let's just do Wind Charge. Wind Charge. Give them 4 stacks. Is it 4 stacks? It's only 3 stacks in this case. But we're going to do 3, 6, 9, 12 hits. We could attack also. If we wanted to attack with 900%, we could. But what are we, losers? Bro, I'm not about that life. 3, 6, 9, 12. Done. That's it. That's the build. And I'm telling you, this, I want you to keep a couple things in mind when I'm doing this. One, this is not necessarily going to be your go-to chaos build, all right? This is a bit of a high roll for a very specific build. Like, you might just literally not get the epiphany. But I have gotten this epiphany maybe, I don't know, 50% of the time I've actually played. That might be good luck, that might be bad luck. I don't know. But keep in mind what the team was. It was a level 50 Beryl, and then a Nia, a level 30 Nia with no partner. I don't even know if she has memory fragments. She does. But she has some random deck with no partner. I'll admit this is insane. Okay, I'll admit this is insane. And an Owen that also had no partner and just some random deck. Like Owen, like I like Owen, but people shit on him, right? I use Owen almost as an example that if you're using a severely underleveled character and you're using what a lot of people consider a, you know, one of the less good characters, this build still performs crazy good if you're built right. And not only is this Beryl like the God Slayer, but it's also just like it shows you how powerful characters can be. It's possible Beryl has a higher ceiling than a lot of characters. Maybe this specific combo is actually busted compared to other character ceilings, but I am skeptical of that. Like, if you're really willing to really dive into a character and build a team around them, the right partner, the right memory fragments, the right deck, and the right teammates to amplify a very specific idea, you could do some crazy stuff, bro. This was so fun to do, and Beryl has been an all-star. I'm gonna start moving on from her just because I've used her so much, I've talked about her so much. Half of my game knowledge is about Beryl right now, so I need to expand out. I've been using her as a crutch, but Beryl the God Slayer is absolutely one of my favorite characters, and one that I really think you should build, especially if you're struggling in those, you know, the more meta game modes, not in the chaos, but outside of the chaos. She wrecks content that is not inside chaos, and she's very good inside chaos as well. I've won with her many times. In fact, if you look at the save data I have, like, there's like, you know, like, obviously I've used her a lot of times, and I've deleted many as well. So keep that in mind. Anyway, guys, that is all for today. Much love for platypuses per ploutopus. I'll see you on the flip-flops. Let me know any crazy builds you think I should try next, because right now I haven't seen anything top Beryl the God Slayer. Anyway, see you in the next one. Bye.
Trend